keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked.
That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live! And Tanner is making me pressed by clinking during the intro song and banging on his desk.
I clinked once and it was at the very end.
Change it.
You need to stop the cap.
I'm pressed right now that you
Okay.
haven't stopped the clink. Okay. Or I'll put you in the clink.
Okay, I'm pressed at this list here. This
Yeah.
list.
So we'll get into that. This travesty. It's pretty awful, but we'll get into it. Welcome to the show. Episode number 132. Really flying by, bud. Really
So 132?
fucking
You sure,
flying
buddy?
by, little buddies. Yeah, I'm sure.
That was like 138.
My name is Casey, also known as Razinon, also known as Prestonon, and I'm joined, unfortunately. We should have done the podcast tomorrow, of course, so I wouldn't have to endure this.
Well,
But
yeah.
I'm joined by Tanner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Hey, what's up?
well,
What's up, guys and girls, of course?
your room is
Welcome.
entirely too blue.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks a little off. Is it
That's
not?
how it always is. I don't know what to tell you.
That's interesting. It could be your white shirt. Maybe it makes it look more blue.
I think it's a white shirt. Yeah, I don't ever wear white shirts, but I put this on this morning and I just never took it off. It's that simple.
Well, you're an unemployed piece of shit. So welcome to the club, bud.
Actually, I'm a CEO. You wouldn't understand.
Well,
I altered
I'm a
those
CEO,
LLC paperwork. Actually, I'm the
did you?
CEO, bitch.
We
Yeah.
we could look at the statement of information. We could do it on stream. Episode 132. Welcome to the show. We have a number of things to discuss, to talk about this evening.
Nice.
And some of the stuff we're going to be going over tonight, we had already sort of gone over. We've already gone over it. We had already gone over it on Saturday, but we're going to kind of revisit the patch notes from the 7th and dive in a little more into the things we didn't talk about too much on Saturday. And we also got some insights from True Game Data's video on the patch notes. And he provided some commentary that was interesting because, I can read, contrary to popular belief, especially amongst you people on Discord. But I don't have the same kind of like referential offhand knowledge that he has. So like, we'll get into it, but his analysis of those changes was very interesting, and we're going to talk about those as well. So
Cool.
before we get into that, welcome to our new gold patrons, and welcome to our new platinum patrons. And finally, last but not least, the best of the bunch, our new Damascus patrons. Now, before I get into this, guys, what are we doing here? Patreon.com/the Dropshot. Raven, you better be one of the two fucking names I'm about to read. So help me God. So help me God, because we know that we're your favorite podcast. And you have 600 developers. What's interesting is we didn't get 600 new patrons since Saturday. Pretty
Yeah, it's
odd.
nuts.
Pretty odd.
I mean, I announced that I'm full time now. We don't even get a single patron,
Excellent.
other than that young man
Other than
Cool.
this blossoming, shining
who wants
young
my
man.
resume. Apparently, I need a job.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll help you brush up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Raven, that's a change it, of course. We buy your game. We support you. We buy your fucking store bundles. And you take our ideas and don't even join the Patreon. It's shameful. It's appalling.
Let's make it clear. If by Saturday we don't have a patron that's named Raven Software, the podcast is permanently over. I don't know what else to tell you.
That is, of course, true. That is, of course, true. So now we will say patreon.com/the Dropshot, bonus eps, weekly hangouts, gameplay breakdowns, much more, live Q&A, call-ins, all kinds of dog shit. Check it out. Best way to support the program for you and for us. A lot of benefits for you. To our new Damascus patrons, you see me, you see. Now, look, I'm glad we got a Damascus patron, but I'm not happy about the name. I'm not sure it was worth the 20 United States dollars for me to have to have said that name. What are your thoughts on this name, Tanner?
You see me, you see. Oh, I read it quick and I thought it said you see me, see you. So you see me, you see is even worse than you see me, see you.
Because you're trying to like rhyme and be cute, and it's awful. And of course, it's all one word. Now, the capitalization makes it easier to read, so that's nice, I guess. But it's very little solace. So, anyways, you see me, you see. You might see me ban you from the Patreon. How's that?
Is that a bottom 5 name of all time, you think? Is it that bad?
No chance, no.
It's no sniff sniff hambone?
It's no sniff sniff hambone, change it. F's in the chat. And it's no, what was it, Soul Drinker 13 or some shit?
There's been a lot of shit names.
Awful.
I mean, there's a ton of awful names in here,
Yeah, so this isn't the worst I've ever seen, but it's not great. So anyways, you see me, you see. Welcome. And on a serious note, thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Change your fucking name, because if I see that in a Patreon hangout, I'm going to flame you. Simple. I'll flame you. I won't. Relax.
Yeah.
I won't bully people in voice. It's a joke. I don't care what your name is. It doesn't matter. It's a podcast about a video game. It doesn't matter, and my opinion doesn't matter. I'm almost 30, and I'm sitting in my parents' home right now. So, fuck my opinion. Welcome. And Vinay B. Not only did they upgrade from Platinum to Damascus, which is of course true, but also they went straight to fucking annual Damascus patronage. Vinay, thank you, buddy. Very goddamn much.
Yeah, thanks, King.
That's some king shit for sure. What were you going to say, Tanner? I think I interrupted you.
No, that was it. I was just waiting 5 seconds for my air horn to start working.
Got it. Cool. Nice.
It's a little
Nick.
delayed. Yeah. Thanks, Elgato.
Well, yeah. Shout out to Elgato. We are open to sponsorships. We won't say those things ever again. So, Vinay, thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude. And you see me, you see. Thank you as well. Also, to the young Santeria, thank you for the 20 United States dollars offline. Again, some king shit right there. And
yeah, so
go ahead.
Apparently people think you just quit your job, right? I mean, I don't know. Hey, crazy. Guess I'll get a job. Well, I didn't get $1 offline donation.
This happened when you got fucking 800 gifted subs during the program because you scammed me out of not broadcasting it.
Is that what happened?
So I got,
Sounds like you have some built-up anger there, buddy. You want to talk about
20 United States dollars, which I very much appreciate. But let's not compare that to the fucking treasure you got on the last broadcast, okay?
It's true. It was quite the treasure, yeah.
It was quite the treasure.
It was a treasure.
It was a nice little treat. So Santeria, thank you, dude. And Ass T, ASS space TEA, also known as Astanak, longtime buddy of mine from the SWOTOR days. He co-casted our seasonal Fodom Open SWOTOR dueling tournament, where we would have applicants enter and we would pick a different flavor of the month class. So whatever the most overpowered spec in SWOTOR was, I would make a post, and because I was a fucking sensation in SWOTOR, everyone, not only on the server, but every class or every person of that class across the entire game would flock to our server for this tournament, the Fodom Open. And Astanak was a guest caster on that. And it was an excellent tournament. And they're lucky I was casting because I would have won the dueling tournament if I had entered, but I think it's uncouth for the organizer to also win the tournament. That would be rude and childish, so I decided not to. So shout out to Astanak for the 20 United States dollars to my Cash App, which is #Razinon. That's where he sent the money. He sent it to me on Cash App at $Razinon on the Cash App Razinon with the cash sign before.
Did you get the new
$100
100 Thieves Cash App card?
What? Tell me about this card. What is it? Go ahead.
It's just nothing. So we can move on. We can move on.
I don't want to move on. What is it?
It's a dope looking card. They don't have anymore anyways. It was a collab with 100 Thieves, of course, the gaming organization.
It was a collab?
It was a black card that has like their logo also in a different shade of black.
Don't
Looks
say
pretty
collab.
Cool. Any collabers?
I'm so mad. Don't say fucking collab, dude. Okay.
That's crazy.
You're not fucking.
That's actually.
You're not Lil Wayne. Don't
I'm
say
a
collab.
businessman, dude. I'm a businessman.
Yeah,
I need to say collab.
And businessmen do collaborations. They don't do collab.
Okay.
I'm fucking pissed. I'm pressed. No, I don't have the 100 Thieves Cash App debit card. That is kind of cool, though. In all seriousness,
it's really cool.
Yeah. Well,
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Don't care.
Asti, thank you, buddy. And then we got 2 more announcements. It would appear. Tanner, what are we looking at here on this document?
Just a reminder to everyone: go to TikTok right now. Pause the program again. Go to TikTok. Follow at the Dropshot Podcast. I mean, we've doubled our follower count. We're posting daily TikToks that our editor Hash is sending us. They're excellent. One of our TikToks hit 20,000 views. That was posted a few days ago. So in like 4 days or something, 20,000 views, a few thousand likes. I mean, we're just gods. I don't know. We're TikTok famous. It's really that simple.
That is, of course, true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've been doubled, right? They've been doubled. But yeah, so go follow it. We post them daily. We get 7 a week, boys.
Daily TikToks.
So pretty entertaining.
Yes.
If you can't make the streams too, there's a lot of little gameplay clips in there and whatnot. So
Some
it's
nice
a good
little
time.
Treats. Yeah.
And then what do you think about this last one? Does it
Real
need to be
quick
said?
on this TikTok point.
Yeah.
We have the video editor whom we had originally gotten from our best of the week venture, which is now transformed into best of the month, which I think is better. And we took his talents and said to him, hey, instead of making 4 best of the weeks, why don't you make 1 best of the month and then some fire talks? And he's been doing fucking awesome at it. And he's actually really good with TikTok too, apparently. Like, he's putting like the cool little face cam with the fucking logo, and he's picking good clips, and he's adding memes into them, which is funny. And Tanner's gotten wise to TikTok because he's a Chinese sleeper agent operative Manchurian candidate, of course. So he knows the Chinese algorithms very well. So what he's been doing is what you use trending songs on the talks, and that's why they go fucking viral like they have been. Is that true?
Well, I think it helps at times, but yeah, so you use like the most popular trending TikTok songs, and then you just mute the song. So if people are like looking through that, they'll see a video and they may click on it. And probably somewhere in the TikTok algorithm, if you're using songs like that, I'm sure it helps somewhat, but it's not like every video is just going to get thousands and thousands of views. No, but it'll help, I'm sure. One of them I actually kind of left the sound in, so it'll be interesting to see how that one does. I like just cut it down to like 50% volume to test it out. It'll be a nice little treat for you when it's posted. You'll see.
A nice little fucking treat, yeah.
Yeah, nice little treat.
And the latest talk is
oh boy.
It is the most pedestrian, easy sniper Car 98 shot. The Car 98's been nerfed, by the way. We should perhaps talk about that.
The Car 98's been nerfed.
We should unironically talk about that. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. Because, dude, someone needs to investigate the Car 98. So let me just write this in. Okay, got it. All right. What was I saying? Yeah, it was the most like simple snipe that I hit, and I yell so loud my mic clips because I'm so excited. My face is dead ass serious, so I'm like unironically super thrilled about this. It's as if I just like hit a grand slam in like the 11th inning at the World Series or whatever.
Oh, so we're baseball fans now. Got it.
Well, I have to appease the baseball fans. They have
Got it.
Obviously,
Yeah.
they're bored if baseball is their favorite sport, right? So I have to help them be entertained.
True.
But it's just the dumbest, like, stupidest snipe. I clip my mic. I look serious while I'm doing it. It's fucking hilarious to me because it's such an easy shot, and I got so excited about it. But at the time, it felt good, obviously. So you probably won't find it as funny as I do. But anyways, go look and let me know.
Cool.
So that's the TikTok. Fucking follow it. And shout out to Hashling and Sloucher, aka Magnolia Road Film Co. Change it, for producing these pieces of media because they're exceptional. So anyway, that's that. Go on.
That's it.
Cool. Also, the Patreon episodes are coming next week. Stay fucking mad. That's Tanner's note. So this is true. We were gonna record a Patreon episode on Tuesday, but Tanner threw a temper tantrum, frankly, at our board meeting, and was like, "You are fake news." Tanner's pressed because he thinks I'm lying.
Also, it was
I'm not.
Monday, dipshit. Today's Tuesday.
Got it. I'm in a blender. So what we're still gonna, like we've said before, it's 4 a month. It's not 1 a week. We will get closer to 1 a week though. But Tanner's gonna be out of town. That's why we're recording this on Tuesday rather than Wednesday. So, yeah, that is that.
Yeah, so don't expect an episode this week. Sorry. Will we make it up to you next week and do 2? Maybe. I don't know. 4 a month though.
It's possible. It's 4 a month.
Yeah.
It is not 1 a week. It's 5 a month if you're a platinum patron. Patreon.com/thedropshot, of course. We got 0 new platinum patrons, so obviously no one's interested in that, but change it. So, anyways. Anything else, bud?
No.
All right. If you're listening for the jingle.
Oh, wait.
Cool.
I want to say one last thing.
Cool.
So, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I was on YouTube earlier and I was scrolling through, and up in my feed, I got this recommended video from Iceman Isaac, right? And apparently, so there's been this gun in Warzone. It's called the Ram 7.
Stop the cap.
What?
Stop the cap.
What? Are you upset?
Go ahead.
So
tell us about this Iceman Isaac video.
Yeah, so Isaac was comparing the AMAX to the Ram 7. Guys, apparently the Ram 7 is better. Apparently the Ram 7 is the best assault rifle in Warzone. I just wish somebody had been like talking about this for the last year or something. I would have been using it, but nobody's ever mentioned it. Nobody uses the Ram 7. So thank you, Isaac. Shout out to Iceman Isaac for giving me this info. I've been running the Ram 7 all day. It's felt great because it's such a good assault rifle. I've never thought to use it. So just want to say thank you.
And this has happened, of course. I'm not kidding. This exact story has probably happened. If I'm not exaggerating, I bet you this has happened 4 to 7 times where I will tell Tanner, hey, use this gun. It's really good. Or maybe use this perk or use this lethal, but mostly with guns, I think. And he'd be like, nah, it's shit. And then fucking Swag will make a YouTube video on it, or Nick Merckx, or whoever his favorite fucking YouTuber is. And he'll be like, dude, that fucking gun you were telling me to use that I told you was shit, it's so good.
I don't know, dude. I just trust somebody more than you, I guess. Yeah.
And what I'm trying to tell you is,
I mean, it's just such a good gun.
Tell Tanner to stop the cap. Now you were
It's the
using
best
it
assault
today.
rifle in Warzone.
It is the best assault rifle in Warzone, which I've been saying.
I hate it.
How did you like it today? You still hate it?
I just don't like it. Yeah, it feels weird to me. It's always felt weird.
What's weird about it?
I don't know. I just don't like it. It's like when you meet someone and they just bug you. That's what the Ram 7 does to me. I don't know why, but I don't like it. Like, I've never liked it in Warzone. I don't know what to tell you.
So weird.
Just doesn't, something feels off with it.
It's crazy. There must be something about it that does this.
I hate it with the VLK. That's what I think it is. It felt a lot better when I was using it with the hollow sight. Feels fucking awful with the VLK.
You're probably just so used to vertical recoil that you're like thrown off by it. That's the only explanation I have. Because everything else about it is good. Like the damage is good. By the way, you say the fire rate's too fast, but it's like the same as an M4. It might be a little faster. But
it's faster for sure.
But it's similar. So it must be the recoil because it just pulls left. I don't know. So aim better. Try that. The
Cool.
Ram 7 is
check.
the. You want to check the stats? How many wins did you get today, little buddy?
Well, I played less games than you, so you got one more because you played more games.
We'll edit that out. Yeah,
Cool.
I won more. I carried Jake and L after you left.
Fake news.
It's true. WarzoneStats.gg/Razinon hashtag. It's not that. You'd have to like search me.
Fake news.
The URL's dog shit. Anyways, yes, Ram's excellent, which I've been telling you guys. It's excellent with a VLK. It's excellent with a hollow. It's excellent with a reflex. It's excellent with iron sights because it's simply an excellent gun. It came out in season 1 fucking 14 months ago, and it's never been bad. It's never changed once. It's just always been solid as fuck. And after all these nerfs, after all these nerfs, now the Ram is the best assault rifle in Warzone, which I told you. Not only did I tell you this,
that's crazy. So that's what it took. So that's what it took to make the Ram 7 good, right? They had to nerf about 30 guns to make it good, right? Okay. You're so fucking dumb. It's unbelievable.
Anyways,
fuck the Ram 7.
Try the Ram 7. If you're not good, then if you're shit like Tanner, then maybe you won't like it, but it's excellent. So
cool.
Take it from me, the better player of this broadcast. Here it is.
Got it. So dumb. It's such a bad gun, dude. I need to unlock blue dot for the hollow sight, though. What are your thoughts on that? Should I do that, buddy?
Yeah, I agree. Why is the blue dot better than the red dot?
I mean, it's less obstructive for sure. Well, I feel like more accurate. Yeah, for sure. I feel like the regular hollow reticle is like kind of distracting almost.
Yeah, I think it might be a smaller dot. Another thing too is that enemies' names will appear red, and if you're getting hit, you'll see red on your screen. So I think if your dot is blue, it's a pretty small point, but there could be something to it. But
yeah, maybe.
Anyways, welcome to the show, boys and girls. We have a number of things to discuss today. This is going to be a pretty typical, I would say, Wednesday podcast on a Tuesday, so not that typical, I guess. But as far as the content goes, it's pretty typical. We're finally getting back into like normal updates and patches, because the pace really slowed down when Season 3 came out. But now that it's been out for a while, we're starting to get like some pretty regular changes again. So today's gonna be pretty standard, which is good. So first, playlist updates. On the 13th, Thursday, in Cold War. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. We're getting a new playlist called 12v12 Mosh Pit. Now, you guys might be thinking, hey, don't you guys love like combined arms? This is right up your alley. This is really cool. Because you guys are like fans of combined arms and ground war. Well, hold that thought. Okay. 12v12 Mosh Pit, 12v12 played on 6v6 maps, including Nuketown. How do you think Nuketown will play with 12v12?
So bad. I actually don't know. I mean, shipment is already awful in 6v6, but I feel like you won't even be able to get past either one of the houses on Nuketown before getting shot. So think on Nuketown 6v6. When you spawn on the side where, how do I explain it? How do I explain the side?
Will the bus be on your left? Will the Jeep be on your left or right?
Left.
Got it.
Left.
Okay.
If you spawn on that side, you run on that right side, there's a guy in the other spawn always with an LMG or a sniper. There's at least one, there's usually two. How are you supposed to even go that way if this is 12v12?
Yep.
I mean, obviously they're not trying to like, this isn't supposed to be something like serious. It's just like, I hope they're doing it kind of as like a dumb joke, like, oh, let's make, Nuketown 12v12. Because they did that for shipment in Modern Warfare. What did they make it, like 10v10 or 12v? No, wasn't it like, what was it, dude? They did it for like an April Fool's playlist. That's what I was going to say. I think it may have been 20 versus 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, it's going to be crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be fun. That's for sure.
Chris with an excellent point. If you guys are going for dark matter and you
Which
need
you
to
shouldn't.
get, which you well,
If you don't have dark matter yet, don't even bother.
And Tanner's saying that he's trying to convince himself, not you, listener. He's trying to convince himself because I have dark matter and he doesn't, and it gnaws at him. And as he tries to go to sleep at night, he brushes his teeth, maybe, who knows?
Maybe.
He turns off his light. He turns on his mining Bitcoin farm and pollutes the earth with all the carbon pollution he's creating. And then he goes to lie down in his bed. And as he's trying to fall, he's almost asleep, right?
With my Tempur-Pedic mattress, yeah.
Okay. So he's real comfortable. He should be able to fall asleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress. But he thinks right before he's about to be whisked away into dreamland, fuck, Raz has dark matter and I don't. It's so embarrassing.
You think that's what I go through every night?
And then he starts sobbing.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's weeping and sobbing. And he doesn't even get comforted by his cats because his cats are fighting in the hallway.
Let's hit you with this one. I just think it's funny how last year in Modern Warfare, if somebody in May didn't have Damascus, how many times did we tell them you're wasting your time? Why are you going for Damascus? If you didn't have Damascus by February, you're wasting your time. Yeah, here you are getting dark matter in May. So stop the cap. I mean, you're full of it. I don't know what to tell you. You're full of crap.
You sound pressed.
Do I?
You sound pressed. Yeah. It's fine that I have dark matter and you don't. And if you're going for dark matter, if you want to be better than Tanner by having dark matter and him not having it because he doesn't have dark matter and I do, and you will too if you want to do it. 12v12 mosh pit hardcore, you can get your rocket double kills super fucking easily. If there's a 12v12 Nuketown only playlist on hardcore, you should stop what you're doing and just get the double kills done and get the M79 long shots done as well, because Nuketown hardcore is a good map to do that on.
Yeah, good little tip there.
Because this is not, like Tanner said, this is a joke of a playlist. It's not going to be in the game forever, so capitalize on this while you can. And if you're trying to get like launcher double kills, for example, or double kills with anything, really, it's not hard with anything other than the launchers, but yeah. Now another, so Nuketown will be a disaster. That's of course true. Are there any 6v6 Cold War maps that would actually play pretty well 12v12?
God, not that I can think of, no.
Express, I think, could.
I was actually thinking Raid may play pretty fun. Yeah. Raid is... Because you can run around on Raid, honestly, for a while and not see someone. So 12s will make it intense, but also, like, you won't just be spawning and dying, I feel like.
Yeah.
Pines, yeah. I mean, it should already be a combined arms map, so that makes a lot of sense. I forgot about that map. Yeah. I haven't played that map since the day it was released, since they never put it in combined arms. Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think Cartel, yes, that's already kind of 12s. I think combined arms is 10s. So Cartel would be fine with 12, so would Miami. Raid, Express, Pines. That's probably about it. I think you could get away with that map. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the map is called.
I can never think of the Cold War map names.
There's a tank on what? So you spawn outside, and there's a tank on one side, and then you go into like one like warehouse almost. It's called I think it starts with a C.
Checkmate? No, that's the
plain one, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Checkmate,
Moscow? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
I think you are. I think you are.
No, I'm not talking about Moscow. Moscow would be good.
Actually, most of these sixes math would be good because they're all too big for sixes.
Yeah, Cold War maps. Let's just pull them up. Let's pull
Apocalypse,
them up
no.
Apocalypse,
Armada, yes, but Armada already is. Cartel, yeah. Checkmate, no. Crossroads 6v6 would not play well
Garrison.
in 12s.
Garrison is what I was thinking of. I think Garrison would be pretty good. Crossroads, combined arms apparently already is 12v12, by the way.
Yeah.
Satellite would play really well with 12, I think.
Oh,
You would
satellite
get sniped every
seems.
time,
That's what I was gonna
but-
say. So satellite seems too big, but the sight lines are so long that you're just gonna get destroyed.
You might be right. You might be right. That might be cap. Yeah. But Garrison, yeah. So anyway, that'll be interesting. Again, I would be surprised if this was in indefinitely. I'm almost certain it wouldn't be, but it'll be fun to play around with for a while. I'll
I mean, are
definitely
they
give it a
trying to
shot.
split the player base even more? Because that'd be dumb if they are.
Well, it is Treyarch. Also,
Yeah.
a new gunfight tournament, which is very cool. That's the thing that Tanner and I really wanted a lot of. I wanted this frequency of gunfight tournament. We both did for MW. And now we don't play Cold War because Tanner's unwilling. I asked him to play gunfight tournament. He said no. He rebuked me
Did you?
because he hates me.
We could play it. We could play it.
Okay, let's play the next gunfight tournament.
Okay. Well, there's one coming up here.
Especially if it's a blueprint for a weapon that's good in Warzone. That would be cool. Hopefully they keep up this
Just for a KSB.
Yeah. Well, Raven will change it to what we suggested last time. So that would be good.
Yeah, true.
I hope they keep it so the blueprint rewards for winning the gunfight tournaments stay exclusive. So like Royal Decree on the Deagle and Riptide on the MP7, for example, you can't get them anymore. You had to win the gunfight tournament like I did, like Tanner did, because we won on our first try and didn't even lose a round. Or die or take damage.
It was so easy.
The easiest.
Just
thing ever.
it's pretty simple. Just queue for gunfight tournament and win.
Yeah, it's very simple. So the new one's coming. That's cool. Hopefully the blueprint is good because the reward for winning it is always a weapon blueprint. Always has been. I expect that to continue. And then party games are still available. So, anyways. Also, a Warzone playlist update is live right the fuck now. Rebirth Island Resurgence Quads has been re-added. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of people bitching about that. People want that as like a constant playlist versus like what was it, duos or something? I don't know. People were molding on Twitter. So they changed this like a day or two later.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So, yeah. So that's that.
Oh.
So anyways, that's it for playlist updates. Now on to patch notes. So
It's an
first
interesting
of all,
note you have here. What does this even mean?
all I needed was to be reminded. So
Got it.
Tanner and I have been playing a lot of Warzone lately, and he was using the Car 98. I don't know what I was using the Ram and out fragging him every time. Coincidence? And he was like, dude, I swear to God, the Car 98's been nerfed. I swear to God. And then of course, you guys know what I told him, right? Say it with me. Stop the cap. I told him, stop the cap.
Hit your shots, bro. Stop the cap.
Just shoot their forehead. So I was telling him this is cap. The Car 98's probably fine. And then I started using it. And then I was like, I don't know why, but nothing is landing. This is interesting. So I was like, dude, and it's funny because in the same game, so we were going up to the airport roof on a game. And before this, I was like, dude, Tanner, I think you're right. I think the Car 98 got nerfed or something because I'm not landing shit. So then Tanner's like, dude, I told you. So then we're on the roof of airport. We kill 3 people out of 4 in a squad. And this guy runs from fucking the bottom of airport all the way to like that ground war map on that fucking like neighborhood area. I'm not kidding. Tanner and I shot collectively. I swear to God, you guys, I'm not joking. We shot collectively 40 to 50 shots at him. Didn't hit him
that's
once.
not possible. It was more probably like 10.
No.
10 to 12.
No.
Got it. 40 to 50.
Combined.
Okay.
So we each shot like 20 shots at him. I know I did. So did you.
Cool.
Stop the cap.
I didn't miss that many shots, dude.
Yes,
I don't know about you.
Yes,
Okay.
you did. Dude, okay. I think it was me, you, Jake,
You are fake news.
and L2K. Was someone streaming? Please.
When was this? Are you talking about today? When are you talking
No, not today.
about?
Recently. You don't remember this, dude?
Yesterday?
Yeah. Okay. Me and you were on the roof.
I don't know
of-
which time you're talking about because the Car 98 always sucks now. I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay. We were on the roof of airport. And I think it was...
We've been on the roof of airport every game for the last 2 days. We've gotten up there.
Wait. Okay. We were on the side that is closer to We're on the side that's farther away from ground war.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a dude. If we're looking 180 degrees away from ground war, you're looking at like the edge of the map.
Okay. Yeah.
So we were on that side looking in that direction, and there was a dude, and Jake had died, and Jake was spectating us, waiting for us to res him, and there was one dude who was running from where we were looking to our right, and he just kept circling and kept circling and kept circling and kept circling, and we missed a combined 40 to 50 shots. You don't remember this? And Jake was laughing at us. Jake was laughing at us because we couldn't hit him.
It wasn't 40 to 50 shots.
I swear to God it was.
Okay.
Jake or L, was someone here? Or was one of you here? Jake would remember. Kira, can you wake Jake up to confirm this story?
It wasn't 40 is all I'm saying.
I swear to God it was a combined 40 to 50 shots. Anyways,
Got it.
This is unimportant. What it's Tanner's lying. But are we bugging, or did the car actually get nerfed? Like, what's going on?
Well, I don't think the bullet velocity got nerfed. I think we were just missing our shots. So it's almost embarrassing.
I mean in general.
It's almost embarrassing that you told that story because we were just missing our shots, right? So thanks for keeping that between us. I just mean I think it takes. So I'm pretty sure, like how they said, because Raven tweeted at JGOD, True Game Data and Exclusive Ace. They said, hey, just to let you know, you may want to take a look at some of your previous numbers because we've changed the way pretty much extremities and chest shots, like the damage they do. So I think what they did with the car is that like they lowered the damage value for like non-chest or headshots. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe even they lower the damage on chest. I don't know. I know it's not as good. I've been using the Car 98 for a year. It's never felt as bad as it does right now. It's that simple.
So you're not
Something's
missing
worse
more
about
shots than normal? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think I'm missing shots. I just always hit people and
hit
just
markers
it doesn't kill them. Or when they're downed, it takes 3 now to do it, kill them full if you don't land a headshot. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just awful.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, then we had a misunderstanding. Because
you're dog shit.
I've been missing more than ever. And then when I use the SPR or the ZRG, I'm hitting shots fine. It's possible that I got used to the really nuts bullet
that's what I think
velocity,
it is. Because you were already used to that. The bullet velocity does feel ass since I've been using the SPR recently.
Yeah.
So the Car 98 bullet velocity already feels worse, but it just feels like also the damage values have changed.
Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Either way, no one said anything about this, but if Raven, if you're listening, let us know if you changed the car behind the scenes, or JGOD, True Game Data, or Exclusive Ace, if you guys are watching this. Let's retest the car, please, because something's off. I don't know if it's bullet velocity, if it drops more, even if it has the same velocity. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe it's just the drop even. That could explain it too.
The drop could have changed even if it has the same velocity.
Because when I think I'm hitting a headshot, it's like dropping and hitting his upper chest, and that's why I'm not downing him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right, though. I know that.
Yeah, I agree.
So I've been mostly using the SPR recently, actually. It's fun.
I love
it. Just sucks
the
in like in close range situations where I used to bust out the car. I can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So that's, I don't know. Let us know if you guys if the car feels fucking weird to you. We didn't change a goddamn attachment. We didn't change anything, and it just feels different.
I haven't changed my car in months, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways. All right, we're going to move on now to the May 7th patch notes, which, again, we had kind of talked about on Saturday. Some of this we've discussed. We'll gloss over those things, but some of this we did not discuss yet. So, we're going to go into a little more detail on those things. First of all, they replaced every Street Sweeper ground loot variant with the Hauer shotgun. Except for there's still like a legendary blueprint Street Sweeper that's ground loot. But the common and the green and the purple are now all instead common, green, and purple Hauers. This is, of course, excellent because the Hauer's dog shit. And I like shotguns that are shit. And I hate ground loot Street Sweepers, obviously. So this was an excellent change. So shout out to Raven. If you're noticing less Street Sweepers, it's because they took the vast majority of them out. So that's good. And also, if you see the Howler on the ground, keep the 1911. It's better.
Also, if you see any variant of an M60, run past it.
Yep. Use your fists.
You're better off with a pistol, yeah.
Yep.
The ground loot M60, well, the M60 in general is awful, but the ground loot is all so bad. I would almost rather have the street sweepers, right? Almost.
Okay, almost.
I mean, the
makes you
M60s
fun, I
are
guess.
so bad.
They need to
bad.
They need to replace the common M60 with like a stoner or RPD, and then instead have a green or blue or purple M60 and just have a sight on it. So then it's usable.
Yeah. Just put a sight on all of them, right? Even the green one. Put the sight on it. Yeah, it's really that simple.
Because the iron sights on the M60 are the worst in the game.
I mean, I don't know how they did it in Vietnam, right? How did they use that thing with those iron sights?
Great question.
Any Vietnam vets in here?
Maybe that's why we lost the Vietnam War.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was going to be against TOS, so I didn't say anything.
Well, maybe it was.
I was going to say maybe that's why we lost so many good men.
Yeah. F's in the chat. So, anyways, that's cool. And then the AMAX, minimum damage decreased from 32 to 31 in Warzone only. So,
okay.
So the minimum damage literally dropped by 1 bullet. Might not seem like that big of a change. Here's what they said. With a great damage profile, locational multipliers, and manageable recoil, the CR56 AMAX was able to reliably reach extreme TTKs at long range. This change reduces its fastest minimum damage time to kill by about 17%, and its slowest minimum damage time to kill by an additional shot. Its fastest max damage TTK, however, remains intact, which is a risk we feel is equal to the reward considering how unforgiving its rate of fire is and how many other weapons it has to contest with in the mid-range engagement space. So, you can still get the same fast as fuck time to kill as you could before this patch. You just have to be more accurate now. Awesome change. And what I've been noticing is a lot of people are still using the AMAX and it's still very good. But if you want to kill people super quickly now, you have to be more accurate. You have to be more skilled, which is a good change. And what's perfect about this, really, is that the AMAX is still very good. And you can still absolutely shred people just as quickly as you could before. But it's not as disgusting because you have to actually hit your shots more accurately. And it's definitely still viable, but it's not insanely oppressive like it used to be. So it's an awesome change. That's specifically what they did with the AMAX. The Farah 83.
They didn't like gut it either. It's still completely usable. I think what they did is fine. It's still completely usable. And it's not gutted anymore. It's in a great spot. That's what I've liked about Raven, by the way, is so certain times it's kind of sucked when like they've tried to nerf the AUG and the M16, but at the same time, they don't ever just take anything and have it go from completely busted and overpowered to just not even worth using ever. They've done a better job at that than Infinity Ward did in a year, that's for sure. So that's good to see, and I like this change a lot.
True. F's in the
I think
cat
it
for
did
the
need
kilo.
it. I love the AMAX, and it's still really good now. It's that simple. I mean, maybe I should just stop using the RAM, right? Because the RAM's dog shit, and I'll go back to the AMAX.
Stop the cap.
I'm gonna make a TikTok. The AMAX is back, baby. You heard it here first.
AMAX never left. Sure, bud.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Whatever you say.
1000% agreed. Next, the Farah headshot multiplier decreased from 1.5 to 1.35 to 15% nerf to headshots. And then base ADS move speed decreased by 7%. So you can't just strafe around people a bunch. In my opinion, the Farah was never really worth using when you compared it to the other guns in the video game. True Game Data put out a video where he was commenting on all these patch notes. And he was saying the Farah was like really good before this nerf. And now it's still like pretty good. So I don't know, but the Farah now more than ever, I feel like is just simply not worth using.
A lot of people really like the Pharah still.
Really?
A lot of the a lot of like the bigger content creators are still using it.
Interesting.
They're just using it now. They basically have the same loadout with it that they were using a pre-nerf, but now they all use the SUSAT optic on it and just leave it at the regular, the one-time zoom level, which, or it's not even one time. It doesn't zoom whatsoever. It actually zooms less. Right.
Yeah, it teleports your field of view.
Yeah, your head moves back a couple feet when you sight in. But yeah. So I don't know. I still think it's usable. Yeah. I personally don't really like it, but I see people doing well with it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, people seem to like it. I don't know. I feel like there are better options like the RAM, but there you go. So yeah, if the FAR is still being used though, that's good because that means it isn't completely fucking gutted. So again, like you were saying about the AMAX, good. Bullfrog. What's interesting about the Bullfrog changes is that Raven didn't say this was a buff or a nerf, because they said about all of these weapons, they gave a green up arrow or a red down arrow to indicate if it was buffed or nerfed. With the Bullfrog, it was just a tilde. Read a book. And what they meant to say was like, we don't even consider this a buff or a nerf. It's just a change. Seems like it's a nerf overall though. Maximum damage range, or excuse me, maximum damage decreased from 34 to 32. However, maximum damage range increased by 11%. So before that first damage drop off, you're going to get 11% more range, which isn't too terribly much on an SMG, but it's something. Base movement speed increased by 1%, and this actually makes it a very fast moving weapon. It's actually the third or fourth fastest movement speed weapon you can possibly have if you use the patrol grip. So the fastest way to move your character is to use a MAC-10 with the patrol grip. The second fastest way is to use your fists. And then the third fastest way is to use the Bullfrog with the patrol grip and sprint, obviously. So that's interesting. And I guess the base movement speed increase of 1% put it like as a zoomer. Any zoomers? So that's interesting. And then this is, I think, is pretty fucking big. Sprint out speed increased by 13%, which is another say of weighing sprint to fire time 13% faster. So you can start firing 13% sooner after sprinting.
That one's a little odd to me because out of all of the Cold War weapons, I always felt like the Bullfrog ADS really quickly with the setup that most people run. So I never had an issue with sprint to fire. So that's interesting. I guess maybe they did that to kind of just set it apart from other SMGs. Like maybe it's just a lot better now in terms of sprint out. And that's kind of its specialty, is it's got good movement and good sprint out. I don't know.
Sprint out is different than ADS time, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why they did this either. They haven't changed any gun sprint to fire time ever in Warzone, I don't think. Like actually, when's the last time we read the sprint out change? Well, they definitely have, but they didn't tell us.
We just didn't know about it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So so the Bullfrog, according to True Game Data's commentary video, I will try to remember to link this in the show notes. I forgot to put it in the document here, but it's very much worth listening to. You know what? I'll just hold on. I got to do that because you guys should watch this video. So I'm going to put it in the notes. And I just need to put True Game Data link here, XD, and then I'm going to highlight the fuck out of it. All right. So what he was saying about this in that video is like, yeah, it was like the sprint out speed's better and the movement speed's faster, but it still looks like it's an overall nerf. He was like, the TTK got hit pretty hard with the max damage value decreasing, because this isn't only a nerf to the headshot value, it's also a nerf to everything. So like the max damage for the headshot went down by like 2, also for chest, also for extremities and stomach. So it's pretty big, but it's certainly not unusable. It's still fine. It's just pretty big nerf. But that sprint out speed's good, dude. However, I will also say, if you've been listening to this program for a while, you know that we love sprint out time. We love fast sprint out time. But when we were saying that, that was in the golden age where Call of Duty was a multiplayer game and not Warzone. For Warzone, even on an SMG, sprint out time is less important than it is in multiplayer. Because a lot of times, you're going to know someone's in the building you're pushing. And if you don't, you might be expecting it anyway, so you might be kind of like ready to ADS. So the sprint out time won't matter. But there are definitely times where you get surprised, and then sprint out time will make the difference. So that's something. And 1% movement speed is faster than you think. So that's that. PPSH, max damage range increased by 4%. Okay. Open bolt delay decreased by 80%. Now, that's actually apparently pretty big. This is like a flat 60 milliseconds faster time to kill, regardless of where you're shooting. Because you just, bullets start coming out of your stupid fucking gun sooner. I've been using the PPSH quite a bit. Let's not say quite a bit, but a good amount.
Yeah. I mean, I've been using the ground loot a good amount.
Yeah.
That's about it. And I will say this, the ground loot doesn't feel any different. I don't notice that open bolt decrease whatsoever, honestly.
Yeah, 60 milliseconds. It's definitely something, but it's hard. It's going to be real tough.
That should be very
that.
noticeable, and I haven't noticed it. But also, it's like I was never using a custom PPSH anyways, so, you know, not the best judgment on the situation. But it's not something that's like, you know, it's not that noticeable. That's what I'm getting at.
Exactly.
Whereas, like, I feel like 60 milliseconds of like ADS time, that's noticeable. This to me isn't.
True. That's a good point. You'll notice that way more.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, this is a pretty big buff to the PPSH. It's not big enough to where it's like obviously the best SMG or anything. But now it's like literally every Cold War SMG is fucking good, actually. That's actually where we are now in 2021.
Isn't the KSP an SMG?
Except the KSP, of course.
So it's not good, yeah. So
or the
every
Milano.
SMG except for the KSP.
Or the Milano, yeah. But the PPSH is definitely usable now. It's very good. I'm going to have to look at the stats again to see. It's like they all have like different first damage range drop-offs. I love how they balance the SMGs. The later the first damage drop-off, the less damage it does inside that drop-off. So you're trading up close time to kill for more damage range, which is the perfect way to balance SMGs. I really like how they're doing that. And now the PPSH is in that conversation. And then the Street Sweeper was just nerfed. Worse hip fire, slightly more recoil, slightly reduced ADS speed. That, of course, doesn't matter. Don't ADS ever with a Street Sweeper or any shotgun. Drop the shotgun, but if you're going to, don't ADS with it. So anyway, slight nerf to the Street Sweeper. That's fine. Combat Recon Barrel on snipers. Bullet velocity multiplier increased by 12%. And they said idle sway multiplier decreased by 33.3%. True Game Data said he didn't really notice that, but it could or could not be true. He doesn't know. But the velocity definitely did increase by an additional 12%. Now the ZRG has like 1285 meters per second of travel time with the combat recon, making it, and agency suppressor, or wrapped, whatever, making it easily the highest velocity sniper in Verdansk. So,
it is. It's got some tasty bullet velocity on that thing.
Yep.
You've stopped using it though, mostly. Or I wouldn't say you've stopped using it. I'd say you've been experimenting with other guns.
Yeah, I've been in an
You've been cheating
phase.
on it. Yeah, you've been kind of cheating on the ZRG.
I'm an adulterer. That's of course true. Yeah.
That's fine though. I'm loving the SPR, dude. It feels so good.
The SPR
Follow
is
us on
just
TikTok
great.
and you'd know that the Dropshot podcast on TikTok.
Yep. Yeah. The ZRG is like still, I think, really fucking good. Probably the best sniper for like super long range. But I don't hit fucking 400 meter snipes. Just not gonna do it. And also, my team does not play this way. So I can't, if I want to snipe, I can't use a gun this slow that zooms this much. I have to use an SPR. When I'm playing with Jake and L, they're always inside someone. I don't have time to snipe someone 400 meters away.
True.
Or I'll never see my teammates again because they just leave. They're always on the move. So you have to have something fast.
I mean, dude, You guys bought a loadout earlier. I was replying to one text. I look at my map and you guys are all 250 meters away. I'm like, bro, what's going on here? I can't even breathe. You guys are just gone.
Yep, they're addicted to the W key for sure. Yeah.
Just chill. I know my W key is getting worn out. Just let's sit on a rooftop. Let's chill.
I agree, and that's ZRG is great for that. So, and it's never been better. So also, the stocks, Raider / KGB skeletal stock, and then SAS combat / Spetsnaz stock, and the tactical stock have all been nerfed. ADS move speed and firing speed decreased by 10 to 75% respectively, or 75 to 10% respectively. So all the insane fucking Omega strafe stocks for Cold War guns, all of them nerfed pretty hard, but you still zoom with them. And these stocks are still going to make your strafe speed much faster than any Modern Warfare equivalent stock will. So this is still, Cold War is still the best guns to use if you want that really gross ADS strafe speed, but it's going to be a lot less now, no matter what gun you're using. Yeah. Have you used any of these stocks since then and noticed this difference?
Yeah, it is very noticeable. Yep.
What gun?
I've been using
the
them
Cold
still.
War AK, right?
Yeah, I've used it on that. I've used it on the I've used it on the Mac, which it didn't get hit nearly as much on the SMGs. But yeah, Cold War AK. I think I tried the Farah at the start of this season. I didn't keep it for long, but it's still, they're fine, but it doesn't feel just dumb now where you start shooting and it feels like you're sprinting. I think they're great where they're at right now, and I really like it. I like these changes a lot.
I agree.
It just felt stupid before. It's like, why is there an attachment that when I hold down left click, my character moves way faster? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they nerfed the shit out of it.
I agree. And it was just so much different than anything you can get from Modern Warfare that the guns felt way too dissimilar. And that's this is one of the reasons the FFAR was so insane. You could like shoulder peek something in a frame, and you just can't do that with any other gun. So, or any other or from any MW gun rather. So I think that's a good change, yeah. But it's definitely, that was hit very hard depending on the category. Now on the hidden patch notes, JGOD put so yet again we have a case of I don't know if this was TikTok fake news. I think it was Twitter fake news in this case. But some person put out a video on Twitter where they were like testing the aim assist of Modern Warfare guns versus Cold War guns. And they were like, Modern Warfare guns have way more aim assist than Cold War guns. And then JGOD came in with a YouTube video to test this hypothesis. And basically JGOD told these people on Twitter to, say it with me, stop the cap.
Well, it's not just these people on Twitter. It was a verified Twitter account. It was TP, who's a former CDL pro for years and years.
Got it. So some guy.
So, well, it's not like he just randomly tweeted out, yo, these guns have more aim assist. No. It's like he posted this little clip and he was saying, why does the Modern Warfare MP5 seem to have so much more aim assist than the Cold War MP5? So he like tagged JGOD. JGOD was like, interesting. Let's put this to the test. I've never tested this actually. So he tested it. Basically, there's no difference. There's a difference in iron sight zoom level. So let's say a Modern Warfare M4 zooms more than a Modern Warfare MP5 because it's an assault rifle. So even comparing those two, if you're using a Modern Warfare M4, since you're more zoomed in, the enemy character takes up more of your screen, which makes it seem like you have more aim assist because it seems like you have more aim slowdown because you're more on target with the character on your screen because you're more zoomed in. So essentially, it's not any different at all, at least from what he found in the in his testing. There's no stats that are different with it. It's just they all zoom at different levels. So as we already know, it's like a 3 times optic in Cold War, zooms about as much as an 8 time in Modern Warfare. So the iron sights, they're all different between the guns. Even like between blueprints, there's different zoom levels slightly. I mean, it's nothing you'll notice, but if you put them side by side, you can see, oh, there's a slight difference in this. So that's all it is. So Modern Warfare guns don't have more aim assist than Cold War guns. Cold War guns don't have more aim assist than Modern Warfare guns. They're about the same. They're the same. It just it may appear different using different weapons, but it's not actually any different.
Correct.
So I'm really glad JGOD tested this. This was interesting to see.
I agree. I am glad he tested it too. And even if it isn't more actual aim assist, it still might be an advantage to have more perceived aim assist in the same way that using relative ADS field of view makes it appear like you're getting less recoil than independent, even if it isn't less actual recoil. There still might be an advantage to that. So even if it's not actually more aim assist, if it's more perceived aim assist, that still might be something worth factoring into your weapon choice.
Yeah.
Overall, I don't think this should be like the only determining factor, obviously. But if you're like, man, I really like the Cold War MP5 and the MW MP5, and I'm like totally torn between which one to run. Well, it's probably going to feel easier to hit shots on the MW one because of this perceived increased aim assist. So maybe go with that.
Yeah. Yep.
But besides that, you shouldn't be making decisions based on this because it's actually the same aim assist. But yeah, I am very glad he put this video out because I was like, that's fucking crazy when we first saw the tweet. So, and then the next hidden patch note. This was not from a YouTube video.
Where was this from, buddy?
Well, for the first time, we're making history together tonight. We're making history together for the first time ever in the Dropshot of Call of Duty podcast, endorsed by Raven Software Development Company. We have tested our own hidden patch note.
Drum roll? Should I do a drum roll?
We can do a drum roll. Let's do a drum roll, please. And the test was this.
This is big, guys.
Are there more cheaters in Warzone now than ever before? Yes. Yes, in fact, there are. Your stream deck is such dog shit.
It's dog shit. Yeah, fuck Elgato. Don't ever offer to sponsor us because I'll say no. Fuck you, Elgato.
Well,
you make such bad products. It's crazy.
And if you do want to sponsor us, we'll edit this out. Cheaters have never been worse in the history of Warzone, and you can't change my mind. Not even on launch day.
I thoroughly disagree with you.
Cool.
Right off the bat, I disagree with you.
Okay, bet. Say more.
So cheaters are a huge problem right now, but we got to stop saying that they're worse than ever. Because if we say that
once until now. I've never said it once until now.
Okay, got it. Because if we say that every single time, it doesn't have any more meaning. It's very bad right now. It's very, very bad. Not the worst ever, though. But it's fucking awful. Yeah, it's bad. So I think more than anything, this goes to show you that Raven's, of course we love Raven software, Raven's ban waves are actually doing something. Because they haven't announced a ban wave in 3 weeks? 3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I keep dying and I think, like, this dude's cheating. This is fucking bullshit. And then I look at it, I'm like, I just got killed. I'll just pretend and I'll tell my teammates, yo, that guy was bullshit, dude. That guy's,
and that's why Tanner hates streaming.
Hey, watch out. Watch out. That guy's cheating. It wasn't actually cheating. I just got outplayed. I'm not going to say, am I going to announce that? Am I going to say that I got outplayed? Of course not.
That's the good old L2K call out.
Is somebody better than me at the game? No. I'm the best, obviously, right?
Yeah.
You are the best. Whoever's listening to this, you specifically are the best at the video game. It's that simple. So it's awful. Of course, L is saying in chat that I'm shit and it's the worst I've ever been. You're an idiot. L, every time he dies, he's like, I don't know. That looked a little sus. That looked a little sus. So I don't believe anything he says. It's that simple.
Yeah. Well,
it's awful though. It's for sure top 5 worst it's ever been. It's been bad though. It's been worse than this. So
that's super cool. Hey, that was a cool little story there, and it was super interesting, but I would like to say I'm pressed. Stop the cap. has
Are you
never
pressed,
been,
little buddy?
It is. I'm super pressed. It has never been this bad. I feel like actually, every single time we play, there's a cheater. Every single time, and it's just wild, brazen cheating. By the way, if you guys want to see an example, by the way, little story. I was broadcasting some gameplay last night with L2 Millie, whatever the fuck his name is these days, change it of course, and Grim 29 combat veteran, friend of the pod, and L peeks a like hill and just gets shit on, and then L's like, I think that guy was cheating. I think that guy was cheating. Now, let me be clear. Every single time L gets down, he says that. So I'm like, sure, bud. I peeked the hill. Instantly fucking dead. Instantly dead. And then I was like, okay, well, that was interesting. Maybe L's onto something here. And then Grim tries to revive us. He doesn't. He gets shit on. And then we all get to finally see the kill cam. It's a player, a person, a subhuman monster, using an iron sight FAL, headshots only, the most brazen, disgusting cheater we've ever seen. So I was like, okay, well, I'm done for the day, so I'm just going to spectate this till the match is over. Guess who wins? Him. He has like 37 kills. He wins. His teammates died. Doesn't matter. And he's just sniping people with an iron sight FAL. So if you guys want to see that, you can go to my past broadcast, twitch.tv/Razinon. It's like toward the end of the stream. We were spectating him for quite a while, and he was just so disgusting. And I stand by this strongly. I don't think cheaters have ever been worse in the history of Warzone.
I mean, you're strictly wrong, but sure, buddy. I mean, I've ran into before entire trios that were all cheating. I didn't see 3 cheaters today when we played for a few hours. So you're simply wrong. That's all I have to say.
Breaking news.
It's bad. Yeah, it's really, really bad. But let's stop it's worse than ever, right? Because it's simply not.
I agree with you. People always say that. I've never said that until now, though. It's awful. I will say, though, breaking news, another thing we tested, it's absolutely worse in the evening than it is during the day. Because you're right. I don't think we didn't notice any this afternoon, and we did get 3 wins because no.
Well, of course we don't. Of course we don't play at night. We don't have jobs. We play during the day because we can, right? I'm not forced to play at night. Join the Patreon so I can continue to play during the day. Please, I beg of you. Please, I don't want to play at night.
Shout out to our patrons. Yes, yeah. So it definitely appears to be worse at night, which is not terribly surprising, but because all these, if you're a cheater, you also are unemployed, depressed, live with your parents like I do, and sleep until like 3 p.m. every day. So if you play before they wake up, these subhuman parasites wake up, then you'll see fewer cheaters. But yeah, that's just something to consider. So there's hidden patch note number 1. Hidden patch note number 2.
I like how that's a hidden patch note. Yeah,
it's a new, fun, and exciting change. Number 2, you can extremely easily glitch inside of the map at a number of spots. We found 3. So one time we were at train station, we died from someone inside the wall. Cool. Then we were like northwest of stadium, died by someone in a wall. Cool. And then today we discovered a new one. Guess how? Guess how we found out? We ran past stadium, died to someone in a wall. Didn't know that was there until today. So there are probably more spots. There's 3 out of probably 30, which is fun and exciting. And it's really annoying. And by the way, I was playing with Cope Cowboy, friend of the pod. He accidentally glitched into the train station one. He was just like, oh, I got in.
It was so easy for him. He just accidentally got into it.
And I was like, wait, what? Like,
I mean, it wasn't really an accident, but he was like, I wonder how he got in here. And he ran up to the first corner and he jumped and he was like, oh, I'm in. And we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, it was that simple. And then we were like, okay, well, make sure you can get out first before we all go in there and look at it. And then he just jumps and he said, yeah, you can get out easily. Yep. So we all went in there, looked at it. Cool. Yep. Of course, we didn't stay in there and shoot anyone because we're not fucking scumbags. And that's on stream, by the way. We actually didn't do that. We're not fucking losers. That's so. I don't know why you'd even want to do that. I don't get it.
Excellent question.
People just have. I don't know.
Now I
don't know what
this.
to say. I mean, kids just need to be spanked, honestly. So they grow up and they're just better people. Just hey, if you're listening to this, spank your kids really hard. That's what I have to say.
And if you catch
so they
them
don't grow
cheating
to
on
wall glitch in
Warzone,
Warzone.
True. And if you catch them cheating or wall glitching on Warzone, maybe elevate that from spanking to closed fist beating. In game, of course. Don't beat your children.
Yeah. Get a bat. We'll send you a bat.
Gotta get a bat. Get some brass knuckles. Yeah. Where? By the way, where's our PO box item? Send us shit to the PO box.
Well, we haven't checked it in like a week, so
that's true. We've
I'll
been
have to go check
dangerously
it.
low on PO box.
I mean, we're
gifts,
canceling
so
it. It's
figure
that
out.
simple.
Yeah, or we'll cancel it. It's simple. Yeah, you can very easily glitch inside the map, which is super annoying. I would encourage you guys to find out how to get to these spots, because if you get in them, you can kill the other people who are in them. I did it today. We found some dude at train station. He was our bounty. He was in the train station one that Cope showed us how to get into because he got in super easily. So I was like, cool. Got on the ledge, go in. There's a trophy system. Inside the wall, there's a trophy system. Cool.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. And there's some dude in the corner of a glitched wall, corner camping, and I just shit all over him, shoot his body, and teabag it, and then I clip it, and that will be in a TikTok. So I would recommend, if you guys want to...
We'll see if it's in a talk or not.
Hey, it'll either be in a talk, or we'll have a new video editor soon. So that's that. I recommend you guys figure out how to do it, if only for that reason, because the people who do this are dog shit at the game, so you can walk in and just rape them in game, of course, if you wanted to, which I of course did today solo. And Tanner and Jake and Elle were too afraid to push a building, so I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I walked in and just shit all
Are we scared?
because they were too scared, which is fine.
That's crazy.
And I'll TikTok your cowardice. It'll be documented for posterity. So yeah, maybe learn how to do it yourselves until Raven fixes it. Who knows when? So that is that.
Yep.
So cool. And you made a point, Tanner, like right when they said they fixed this, it got worse than ever. Is that what you were saying?
I'm dead serious. Me personally, I'm sure a lot of you it's the opposite, but personally, I only got killed to people glitching in walls maybe once. As after season 3 went live. I know it was a big problem, but I only died to it personally like one time. We died to it. Well, I guess we didn't die to it, but we've came across people glitching like that in the walls, I think 3 or 4 times in the last 2 days, which is already more than I had seen in the previous week since season 3 came out. Yeah. So I don't know, a little weird. And I'm not even sure they fixed anything, actually. I think you're just jumping in through the same spots again. I'm not sure. I'm not a wall glitching fucking loser. But if you are that person, let us know if it's the same spot or not, because it seems to be exactly the same. I don't know.
Yeah. So shout out to Raven. Let's get on that, buddies. Little buddies. But, anyways, so those are some hidden patch notes. And now moving on to news and upcoming changes. So, Tanner, did you put anything else in these notes about?
No, I just put like one thing, or I think put a couple things down at the bottom, a couple links.
Because you
said that are unrelated to everything else.
Okay, did you say there was an article related to this mid-season 3 update?
It wasn't much at all.
Okay.
It was just saying it's coming, and it showed the original season 3 roadmap or something. That was it.
Okay, yeah. So first thing here, yesterday Charlie Intel tweeted a teaser for Warzone and Black Ops Cold War season 3 mid-season update was released, and the mid-season 3 update is coming on May 20th. Now, I'm like shocked by this because season 3 simply just came out, right?
It sure seems that way.
Isn't this really fucking soon and weird?
I feel like that's how the mid-season updates have always been, because we've always said that they've never been in the middle of the season.
True.
They're either a week before the end of the season or they're 2 weeks
after.
into the season.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but whatever.
That is funny. So that's coming on fucking the 20th, which is not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Dope.
I'm excited. Once this happens, it's going to be 4 months till season 4, so that sucks. But I'm not tired of Warzone at all. Like, no one really knows hey, we here at the Dropshot, excuse me. I know what the meta is.
Cool.
I know what the Warzone meta is. It's the Ram 7, of course. But like many people are still trying to figure it out because we don't have enough listeners. Share the podcast with your friends. But like, it's still kind of in flux. And we're already going to get like another change on the 20th. I expect we're going to get 1 or 2 new guns. I don't know what they would be. And then, maybe some Cold War maps, probably. And maybe the red doors come on the 20th or something. I bet they're not going to come that soon. But what do you expect to see in 9 days on Thursday, Tanner?
A bunch of stuff in the store, in the shop. I mean, we already got the big weapons balancing. There's not, other than a ban wave, I don't want anything in the mid-season update. Don't put anything in the shop, just ban the cheaters and implement an anti-cheat and I'll be fine. I don't need anything else. I think Warzone, other than that's in a pretty good state right now. The weapons are feeling great. So I think this is going to be a pretty weak mid-season update. It'll probably be more Cold War focused. Actually, there's a new gun, I think that's supposed to be coming, isn't there? There's a new gun coming in the mid-season update. Let me see what it was here.
There is, but I don't know what gun it would be.
It's coming for Cold War. It's called the AMP 63 and the baseball bat, of course.
What about the CX9?
The AMP 63, we don't know about that. The AMP 63 is a full auto pistol similar to Modern Warfare's. Oh no.
Can you link this, please, in internal? I want to show this on the broadcast.
Oh no. The AMP 63 is similar to Modern Warfare's Psychov.
Oh boy, that's fun and exciting.
Oh no, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
Okay, so
it looks like dog shit though.
So the AMP 63, full auto pistol similar to MW's controversial Psychov, and a baseball bat. Okay. It even looks almost like a submachine gun. Like the Psychov's a cute little, like, water pistol looking thing. But this actually looks like almost SMG-like.
It looks stupid like every other Cold War weapon does because Treyarch doesn't know how to design weapon models, but yeah.
I'm hoping this is more like the, what was it called? Machine pistol from World War II than the Psychov. Because it does not look like this will have a drum mag. I certainly hope.
Know what I hope it is?
What?
I hope it's like the Switchblade, but in Warzone it doesn't have a damage drop off until 80 meters.
Okay. End it all.
And 0 recoil. What do you think about that?
I think you should be
cool.
Reprimanded. Yeah, that's cap. So anyways, whatever. Cool. Full auto pistol and a baseball bat. That kind of sucks. I almost think they might also just fuck around and release a primary too, like the CX9 maybe. I don't think we've ever gotten a new gun to come out and it's only a secondary. Like when we got the Psychov, didn't we also get like wait, maybe not actually. I think when we got the Psychov, it was only the Psychov actually.
I'm pretty sure it was only the Psychov, yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Whatever. But that's coming the 20th. Probably, again, some new maps for Cold War. Oh, Standoff, right?
Standoff is supposed to be coming, yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of things. I need some water really bad. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead, little thirsty bitch boy. So, I'm going to show you guys the map Standoff. For those of you who may or may not know. And there's an image for it in Cold War, so we can just pull this little sucker up. This is from Dexerto. I'm just going to open the image. Here we go. So this is how it's going to look roughly in Cold War. the fucking standoff map from Black Ops 2. Now, I've talked about this map since before Cold War came out, and I said, boy, wouldn't it be cool instead of Express if we got standoff? Because this is probably the best Black Ops 2 map in that game. Now, there are a lot of great maps in BO2. Raid being like the most favorite, I would say, even over this. Hijacked, very popular. But Standoff, in my opinion, is the best Black Ops 2 map. Unless I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. And this is going to be coming to Black Ops Cold War. Now, my thoughts on this are, well, Raid plays pretty well in Cold War. Express plays awfully because snipers exist. And there are too many long sight lines, so you just get fucking destroyed. Standoff, I'm trying to think. There really aren't that many really long sight lines. If you look at the screenshot here, from this window to the window behind the camera, that's like a classic sniper battle spot. So that's going to be something to keep in mind. But you can like go behind the building that's behind the camera and wrap right to get in there. A lot of little alleyways. This building is a very popular, sorry, use the mouse. This building's a very popular fighting spot too, close range. And then the outside here like this. By the way, this little corner, if that looks familiar, it's because the Gulag is based on Standoff right now. I'm very excited to see how this map plays in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I expect it to play better than Express, certainly. And probably about the same as Raid. As in, how much I'll enjoy it compared to how much I enjoyed it on BO2. I think it's going to be like less, but still quite a lot. But I could be wrong. I am very, very excited to get Standoff back in the video game, though, for sure.
Big time, big time. I'm excited for Standoff. Express I didn't really care about. Standoff, though, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm way more excited about having Standoff than, like, having Nuketown in this shit game, so I can't wait. Yeah.
Why is that? Tell us more.
Well, because, I mean, we've always had Nuketown. We had it in BO4. This is, in my opinion, the worst iteration of Nuketown I've personally played. I haven't played all of them. It's dog shit, though. So, yeah, I'm excited to get Express. I think it'll be a good change of pace. I don't think Express has ever been remastered. I mean, yeah, sorry. I don't think Standoff has ever been remastered, has it? Yeah.
Correct.
That's the biggest thing, too.
Maybe COD Mobile, but yeah.
Well, it doesn't count as a video game. If you play on mobile, that's cool, but it's not a video game. What was I saying?
True. Yeah, I don't
but
think
yeah,
it's
so
ever been
that's
remastered either.
it's like we just always know that Nuketown is coming and it's to be expected, so it's not really that exciting or surprising. So yeah, I can't wait for Standoff.
Yeah. Agreed. I really want to see Standoff, probably the best BO2 map, but the best Black Ops series map is, of course, you guys can vote in chat. What's the best Black Ops map of all time? Let us know. I want to see some answers, and then I'll confirm once I hear it. But I'm more excited for that map than Standoff, but Standoff should be really good, hopefully, and I'm very excited to see it. So, anyways.
Are you going to say Icebreaker?
No, I'm not going to say Icebreaker.
Icebreaker is a great map, though.
It is a great map. It would be the worst on Cold War, but it is a good map for sure.
Well, everything's the worst on anything with sightlines is the worst on Cold War.
Yeah. Icebreaker would be, I wouldn't play it. How sad is that, by the way? I love that map in BO4, and I would simply not, I would dodge it in Cold War because there's way too many sightlines. It's fucking dog shit. So, anyways, no one has said the map. No one's even trying because you guys don't like me. Firing range for sure.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Firing range.
Which wasn't that supposed to be coming for this game?
That was the fake news we were told, but who knows? I don't believe it anymore.
Was that a leak?
That was a leak, yeah. Just like Terminal and MW was going to come.
Yeah, it'll
which
still
we
come.
were very
Don't worry.
excited for.
They're still gonna add terminal to Modern Warfare. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, they did add fucking, what's it called? Shoot plywood wall bang hanger.
Kill house. Yeah.
Kill house. Yeah, there it is.
Cool.
Yeah. So, firing range is, of course, in case you guys weren't aware, firing range is the best map in all time in the Black Ops series.
Grind is good too. Yeah, grind is a top map.
Excellent. Slums is excellent.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? If we're talking about maps I would want ported to Cold War the most, number 1 is firing range, number 2 is slums. Because slums is not a good sniping map. So you could actually have a lot of fun on slums. Now, don't get me wrong, there are places you can snipe in slums, but you can completely avoid snipers on slums if you want to. No problem. Slums, I think, would play exceptionally well in Cold War. And I desperately want it to come. Supposedly it was going to. And I actually think slums might come to Cold War because in the initial trailer for Cold War, they did show slums.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did.
I think that is just entirely fake news.
Is that
why would they show that for a map that still isn't out 7 months later? I don't know what's more confusing, that you think that, or that if that's the case they haven't added it in yet. That's even worse. If that was in there and that game is still not, or that map is still not in this game, it just shows you how shit they are. I don't know what else to tell you.
Let's watch it together. Let's watch it together.
Let's not.
It's 2 minutes. I'm gonna quickly scrub. I'm gonna quickly scrub for it.
Okay.
Quickly scrubbing. Maybe it wasn't in the very first one because none of this is gameplay. Okay, absolutely no gameplay.
So it's not in here. Cool, you scammed us.
Got it. Oh wait, multiplayer reveal trailer. Maybe this is it. Although probably not. Nope, that's not the button I wanted to press. Oh my god, this is a disaster, chat. Okay, this is a cutscene.
This is a disaster.
This is Miami.
Yeah.
This is Armada. Okay, there was one. There was one. Someone fucking link it.
You know what I'm gonna do? See this finger?
You are fake news.
Got it. Anyways, whatever. Let's pray. Let's cross our fingers for firing range, boys and girls. Now, next piece of news. There's a teaser website for a duct cleaning company that works in Verdansk.
Really?
NakatomiDuctCleaning.com. I don't care. I have not visited the website, nor will I ever visit the website. If there's ever a website I was going to visit, it would be the Dropshot.com, which you should visit and bookmark. It would not be NakatomiDuctCleaning.com. However, this exists, and supposedly this is a teaser for John McClane from the Die Hard movie. Cool, don't care. Coming as like an operator bundle to Cold War, or Warzone and Cold War, I guess. So I guess we're gonna get John McClane. That's a big cool for me for sure. So that is that. Cool. Next piece of news here is a tweet from Call of Duty. An unknown object has arrived in Verdansk. What lies beneath the tarp? With an image. And the image is of a tarp. It is a tarp, and it is covering what appears to be like a statue outside of Stadium. This was tweeted on the 8th. Now, let me be super clear. I have no earthly idea what this is, and I don't think I give a fuck. What are your thoughts on this tarp, Tanner?
Well, it's already there.
What's already there?
It's been unveiled already.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if this was leaked by Charlie Intel but one of the COD pros, Clayster, tweeted this out a few days ago, and it's like the full image, and he's like, "Your boy is going to be in Verdansk." Here, I can actually link you to the tweet. Let me put it in internal if you do want to pull it up.
Yeah, I do.
It is a trophy for the CDL champs of 2020, and it has all of their banners hanging on the arena for the 5 players. So basically, whenever CDL happens this year, in a few months here when they have the championships. Whoever wins, I'm sure they're going to change the name, say these are the 2021 CDL champions. They're going to put their banners up on the stadium. It's pretty cool, honestly. I mean, for not caring about CDL, this is kind of cool for them to do. I like it.
I agree with that, actually.
It's dope, yeah.
Let me pull this up on the broadcast so you guys can see as well. Here's the image.
So teams have to pay 20 million to buy into the COD League, and this is what they get for it. But they have to win the the league, of course. So that's what you get for your 20 million is an in-game little trophy there, little statue, yeah.
Right before they nuke Verdansk and it's gone forever. That is cool, for sure.
Yeah.
I like it. Doesn't mean much for those of us who are not in the Call of Duty League, but I think it's pretty cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
I can't wait to kill a member of Team Empire on their own statue and then shoot their body.
Well,
I'll consecrate the grounds of this statue with the blood of the winners. What are your thoughts on that?
Stop the cap.
Okay.
That's what I think. Stop the fucking cap.
That's fair. So, anyway, that's cool. So yeah, that, and then also a recent Activision LinkedIn post appears to confirm that Call of Duty Warzone is in development for mobile, as the company adds over 50 new mobile job listing.
Interesting.
Super interesting. COD Mobile, pretty fucking popular, actually. And from what I've read about like mobile games in general and COD Mobile specifically, these are very popular in like developing countries where they have,
yes,
where they have less money for fucking consoles and gaming PCs and shit.
Actually, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure mobile games are more popular worldwide than like console or PC video games.
Yeah.
Which makes total sense, because like so many people have cell phones compared to the amount of people that have gaming computers or a console, which you know, like you just said, in developing countries, they have cell phones, they play mobile games.
Mm-hmm.
So mobile games are kind of they're not huge in the United States, but they're very big in other countries.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they're developing this. Yeah. Will I ever play it? Of course not. Of course not. Will we ever discuss it on the program? Not a fucking chance, but this is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It seems like it seems like it would be hard to do. Like a mobile game.
PUBG has mobile.
That's so weird. Like the map is so big.
I don't understand. If you play on mobile games and enjoy it, good for you, but I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Mm-hmm. I simply don't. I've never liked any mobile games though, personally. Like even back when we were in high school and people would like download mobile games using their data plans, like they had like 1 gig a month and they would spend like half of that to download a fucking mobile game. I never understood it. I've just never liked games on my phone. It's that simple. My phone is not for gaming. If I want a game, I sit down at my workstation, right? The battle station. And
in the studio.
And I get this dumb fucking mouse and I move it around and I click. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use my phone.
Yeah.
But I totally understand how it makes sense in a lot of countries. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually really cool.
That is cool.
It's good for those people for sure. So, that's coming. Cool. And then next is a fun and interesting little topic I feel like we should discuss, I guess. Activision has cut ties with Jeff Leach, the voice actor of Ghost in Modern Warfare and Warzone, after sexist comments made by Leach resurfaced on social media. So I sort of looked at this. Don't really care, so I didn't look into it too much. But I think this guy was streaming on Twitch and some woman was in his chat saying something and he was like, "Oh, you dumb bitch, you'd be lucky if someone threw a dick at you," or something pretty fucking
yeah,
something pretty cringe.
Yeah.
And apparently this happened in 2017. Activision knew about it.
Something happened at the end of 2020, so something
really?
was more recently, yeah.
Okay, well, whatever the case, he is now cut off from the Activision teat. Now, So, of course, Activision is going to cut ties because in 2021, if the cancel mob is after you for saying sexist shit, you lose. See ya. Your employer is going to fire you. And Activision, of course, did, which I think is unsurprising. And it was definitely Activision's best move financially. Whether or not it was correct to do, I don't really know, and I don't really care. I don't know exactly what he said. And again, I simply don't really give a fuck. The main point I would make is, hey, Jeff, if you work for Activision, with all the scrutiny they get, let's be a little careful when you're broadcasting on Twitch, right? Let's not flame chicks.
Yeah,
and
that's a
tell
little
them to
interesting.
eat dicks or whatever. What are your thoughts?
I mean, a lot of what from the video I watched, he was just like, he was calling her a dumb bitch. He called her a whore a few times and things like that. I mean, it wasn't great.
So it's not a big deal.
It wasn't great, but like, I don't know. It's cancel culture. It was pretty bad. And of course you shouldn't be doing that if you're tied with Activision, but like, people are just dipshits. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We call half the people in our Twitch chat pieces of shit, right? And tell them that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's whatever. Bottom line, for somebody who's involved with Activision and they're saying this publicly, he's a fucking moron. That's bottom line right there.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, how can you be so dumb? In my opinion, he was probably like drunk or something and was just being stupid. And, it ruined it for him. So get shit on.
Yeah. Get outplayed.
People are asking who this is in chat. This was the voice of Ghost. The voice of Ghost in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Yeah,
his name is Jeff Leach. There's an article about it on Charlie and Tell if you guys want to read the whole thing. They also link the videos. There's like a Twitch clip that's like 3 minutes long where it's him like going off on this female.
Yeah. Whatnot.
So yeah, dude, it's like if just settle down, buddy. Not that hard.
It's just dumb. I wonder how old he is. But the most interesting question though is, does this mean Ghost is just going to be cut out of the franchise? They can just use a new dude. Well,
there was a different voice for Ghost before him anyway. So a lot of people were saying that was like, maybe they'll bring back this guy, but it's like, okay, well, what if that guy doesn't want to come back? They're voice actors, dude. They'll be able to find somebody and you'll hardly tell a difference.
Yeah,
they're voice actors. Yeah. It's that simple.
I agree.
There are people that can make their voice sound like something entirely different. So they'll figure it out. It's not a big deal at all.
I agree. Yeah, you're right. So anyway, F's in the chat for Jeff, I guess. Don't really fucking care. Now we have a couple other little news items. Tanner, what is this next one we're looking at?
Next one here, not that surprising, but Call of Duty 2021 rumored to be revealed in Warzone Season 4 live event. So again, we're getting the Season 3 mid-season update next week. So Season 4, if there's going to be a live event for the next Call of Duty in Season 4, my guess it would be towards like the end of Season 4. So this is, probably at least minimum 2 months away, 3 months away. But yeah, there's going to be some sort of event possibly in Warzone. That's what they did last year, and it'll probably lead to the in-game event. That's what some random leaker on Twitter said. Zesty COD leaks. I don't know. But it's something to do with an armored train, ambushes, etc. So that sounds like that's coming next season. So we'll get that reveal. But yeah, that could still be months away. Well, it will be months away, actually.
Yeah. When will Season 4 be? How spaced out are the seasons usually?
Season 4 is probably like 40 days away?
Yeah.
40, 50 days away about, I think.
About right, yeah. That's good, though. Hopefully this is true. I would expect it to be mid-Season 4, not Season 4 launch. Just because I feel like 40 days is too soon for a reveal.
Exactly.
Based on last year. Like last year we got the reveal like a week before the game came out. So, I think it's a little too soon. So probably mid-Season 4, if it's in Season 4. which I think is kind of sort of likely. And I think it will follow the same format as it did.
35 days away from right now, apparently.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it'll probably be in like the middle of season 4. Hopefully at the beginning. That would be cool. Get some intel on that, but don't hold your breath, I would say. And also, it definitely will be in Warzone. The timing is up for debate. Where it's occurring is not. Everyone plays Warzone who's a Call of Duty fan. So they'll do it in Warzone because they can reach most of the customer base there. Yeah. And when you do cute little in-game events, they get a lot of headlines from websites that are not directly related to Call of Duty, like IGN, PC Gamer, etc. So that's,
for sure.
That's of course what they'll be doing is a Warzone reveal. When? Probably season 4, not sure, but it'll absolutely be in Warzone. Which will be cool because the last reveal was cute. It was cute.
Cute little reveal.
I'm a fan of it. It's better than merely a YouTube video.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed.
So that'll be cool. And that's coming. And then we got one more little item here. And okay.
One more item, and this is big black helicopters for me, but I wanted to go over this.
Okay, share.
So the title of this article on Charlie Intel: Games Insider claims Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered will be the only multiplayer COD in 2021.
What?
Which is of course a black helicopter.
That's a giant.
Let's see what we got here. Blah blah blah. Okay, so rumors have resurfaced revealing potential plans for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer to be remastered along with COD 2021, much like Infinite Warfare and original Modern Warfare's release date in 2016. So, Games Insider Jeff Grubb, change your last name, released a video over on his YouTube claiming that some interesting information on a bunch of games, as well as mentioning Battlefield 6, claiming the revealed trailer will be releasing in June. Jeff Grubb also had some very intriguing information on COD 2021. He said he heard that this game will not have a multiplayer experience, as Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered will be releasing alongside with it. Although this is not official and should be taken with a grain of salt, agreed Charlie Intel. I'm saying I doubt this is true. It would make a lot of sense, especially as we saw Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered back in March. Blah, blah. Furthermore, it would make even more sense as they could easily integrate Modern Warfare 2 weapons, characters, and story into the free-to-play Battle Royale. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that matters either way.
Yeah.
But there's one other line I wanted to hit here. Where was it? Oh, shit. Where'd it go? What are your thoughts on this, by the way?
So this would mean COD 2021 comes out and it has like a World War II campaign. Maybe with zombies, maybe not. And then also there's a separate game that's multiplayer only, which is MW2 Remastered.
Oh, okay. This was the other thing he had said in his little overview, I guess. He has heard that they're having major development problems on the multiplayer side, specifically of COD 2021. So kind of what he's thinking is they're going to maybe release a single player for COD 2021 at the end of this year, and then also release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer alongside it.
Okay, here are my thoughts. Stop the cap.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
I think this is bullshit too, but I thought this was an interesting article to talk about.
It is interesting. The theory does make sense because I am totally unsurprised that they're facing serious problems trying to get multiplayer squared away for COD 2021.
Which we've been talking about for months, yeah.
Which we've been talking about for months. But what else we've been talking about for months is this. When's the last time Activision didn't publish something because it wasn't done? Never. It's never happened.
Never.
It's never
Cold
happened.
War wouldn't have came out when it did if that was the case, yeah. Unless they just learned. They said, holy shit, Cold War's launch was awful. Maybe for the first time ever, we should push back the release or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was kind of my thought. My thought was, okay, they specifically said in that article numerous times 2021. What if what he's kind of getting at is that multiplayer reveal would end up being delayed to like early next year? So let's say it won't come out in 2021. Maybe it comes out January, February, March of 2022 is when multiplayer Vanguard, if that's what it's called, is released. And then we just get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered at the end of this year. Again, I think this is bullshit, but I don't...
Interesting.
It doesn't
theory.
matter if they released a full game or a broken game. All of us are going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. You're going to buy it. Everyone in Twitch chat is going to buy it.
Most expensive
Everyone listening to this program is going to buy it. So either way, they'll make the money, even if the game is shit. And I think they know that. Most people that are serious about Call of Duty buy it no matter what. You don't even wait for anything. You don't wait to try it. You just purchase the game. It's like, dude, $60. You go out you take your wife out to a fairly nice dinner.
We're all
that's
virgins.
$60 right there. $60 in one meal. So spending $60 on a video game, when you think about how many hours you get out of it, isn't a ripoff at all. I think they're actually a pretty good value for all the fun you get out of it, right? So we're all going to buy it. It's that simple. You guys are dumb. You're going to spend the $60. I'm going to also buy the deluxe version, even if it's an awful video game.
I fully expect it to be an awful video game.
I do the same thing for Cold War.
And I'm still going to buy the deluxe edition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another interesting consideration, too. There is a contingent of players who would just not buy the game if it was only campaign. But there is no contingent of players who simply won't buy the game if there's only multiplayer and no campaign. For example, Black Ops 4. BO4 did not have a campaign. It had a multiplayer, and it sold a lot. But if there was a game that came out with only campaign and no multiplayer, this is no secret to any of you.
Oh, I'm not buying it, yeah.
Call of Duty is a multiplayer game, and you buy it to play multiplayer. So if a COD game comes out and there's no multiplayer, they will see a significant hit in sales. So I think we stop the cap. Yeah, whoever this guy is, it is an interesting theory, and a lot of it does make sense. But what I think this person is underestimating is the is the callousness and the disregard for their consumer base that Activision has to think that they wouldn't release a multiplayer experience that is entirely unfinished. Oh, of course they will. They've done it for years, and they will continue to do it. So I don't care how bad the development's going. It might come out with 3 maps, but it'll come out in fucking holiday 2021. It will come out. Hasn't stopped them before, and it won't stop them now. Go ahead.
And like Charlie said in this article, maybe the lack of players on Cold War was also a deciding factor. It seems Warzone has taken over the COD multiplayer experience with more players than Battle Royale rather than the classic COD multiplayer. That is true, but either way, even if there's not a lot of people playing Cold War, they still made a ton of money off of it and sold millions and millions of copies, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they sold their copies. I don't think they really care that much if not that many people are playing.
I agree.
But so I do think this is bullshit. But honestly, I don't care either way because I'm expecting literally nothing from this next video game. I'm expecting it to be worse than like a free-to-play first-person shooter that I can download. So I don't think it's going to be good either way. Now, it'd be interesting to see, like we've also talked a lot about how, you know, it seems like Call of Duty multiplayer is kind of just dead. It would be pretty crazy that if like in the next few years, Call of Duty decides to just say, you know what?
We're a BR now.
Let's stop making multiplayer games. Let's keep with what's popular and let's just work on this massive battle royale experience. Let's get Toys for Bob on Warzone, right? Oh wait, they already did it.
Yeah.
Let's get all of the dev studios on Warzone. Treyarch, you're working on Warzone now. Your next game, don't care. It's going to be shit like Cold War. You're working on Warzone. They make fucking 3 maps for Warzone. They put a ton of work into it. It's not that crazy to think about. So, I don't know. I'm fully expecting a Call of Duty to be released at the end of this year that we haven't seen, not Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and I think it'll be awful.
Yeah, I agree. And another thing, they might be thinking MW2 Multiplayer Remastered would sell a fuck ton, though. Because if they did release that with the COD 2021 campaign, it would sell a lot. Let's not, you know,
Again, though,
let's not front.
people
It would sell a lot.
that always want those remastered games, you're an idiot. You
That's
won't be
true.
playing it after a week. Literally, you'll be done.
It would be awful. Yeah.
People don't stick around and play them. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like you just want to play it for the nostalgia, and then you'll play it and realize like it's just not the same that it felt back then when you played it years ago. And you're just gonna be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to Warzone and get killed by these guys glitching in a wall. It's still more fun than playing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I would say the one thing though, I'm not going to dismiss this out of hand. So when they said there won't be a COD 2021 at all, I said, okay, well, I don't need any information. You can stop the cap. Of course, they're going to release a game. That was that theory. I was 100% certain was false. This theory, I'm like 90% certain it's false. I would be surprised, but I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that this is true. Because, and only because, Warzone, in the span of a year, has become their primary focus and their primary revenue generation stream.
True. Yeah. And they didn't realize that was going to happen.
Exactly.
Again, that wasn't even Activision's idea. That was Infinity Ward's idea to do Warzone.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's true.
So yeah.
Also,
go ahead.
When I first read this sentence, I thought it was bullshit, but further, it would make even more sense for Warzone as they can easily integrate Modern Warfare 2 weapons, characters, and story into the free-to-play battle royale. I said that was kind of dumb when I first read that, but when you think about it, I guess it would be a lot easier, because like we've been talking about, it's like, cool, how do you add in World War II weapons and balance those? What am I gonna am I gonna get a thermal scope on my M1 Grand? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
But at the same time, if we get Modern Warfare 2 remastered guns, it's like it's going to be half the Modern Warfare guns we have, just doubled again, right? So we're going to have 3 AK-47s now.
Actually, yeah, that's true
so
too.
Either way, it doesn't make any sense, and it's obvious Activision didn't have this planned out long term because they didn't expect the success that Warzone had. So it's just all a big giant mess.
It would certainly be easier for them to integrate the MW2 story into Warzone, because the story's already integrated with MW like 2019.
Yeah.
In some ways. So that part makes more sense too. There's some merit to this theory. That's why I'm like 90% sure it's cap, not 100% sure. But I would still be pretty surprised. But I don't know, man. I'd have to think about this a little more. I still err on the side of relax. It's going to be normal ass COD next year, or this year, but we'll see. It is a very interesting theory. It's certainly worth talking about and worth thinking about. So,
yeah.
With that said, Tanner, anything else you would like to discuss?
No, I don't think so.
All right, little buddy. Well, in that case, I'm going to read a couple iTunes reviews, but before I do that, Vinay with 1,000 fucking bits, dude. Let's go. Vinay, our new Damascus patron, annual, in fact, Damascus patron, patreon.com/thedropshot. Young Vinay, thank you, buddy, for the 1,000 bits. Very kind of you, very generous as always. I appreciate it, young man. Thank you very much for the biddies, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, iTunes reviews. I know it's been a while, but I will say, if you rate the fucking podcast 5 stars on iTunes and then you write a review, I'll read it on the program. I won't read it soon, but I'll read it at some point. For example, this next one is from April 16th. So it's been a while.
Yikes.
But
You're a piece of shit, dude.
But I'll get to it. So if you want your review read on the broadcast, rate us 5 stars on iTunes and I'll read it. C. Weirick, change your name, says, you make a crap game fun. Don't just listen to the pod. Join the Discord community. Great people of all skill levels. Also check out their website for live recordings of the pod at thedropshot.com. True. Tanner and Raz are incredibly entertaining, and they do a great job giving you all the bits of information that are happening weekly in the COD world. The extra Patreon episodes are incredibly insightful and entertaining as well. Thank you, C. Wierick. Much appreciated, dude. Next one is from Mitch Koshka, aka Sierra Jet, the Polish man. 5 dirty stars. Bet. Even though me and my kids have garbage change it names, your daughter's name is fine. Jet is, of course, a change it. These guys are humble. It's fine. These guys are humble and great guys to me and the rest of their fans. Highly recommend for gamers and sweaty nerds everywhere. Mitch Koshka, aka Sierra Jet. Thank you, Mitch. Love you, appreciate you. An absolute new frog, but a very welcome one at that, and a very generous one to boot. And we appreciate that. So thank you, Mitch. The Savage 54, best podcast ever. Okay, so I've been listening to the podcast since episode like 56, maybe 57. So quite a while. So yeah, it is epic, and it is the only and first podcast I will ever listen to. Good job, boys. Damn. The first and only podcast? That's high praise, bud. That's high praise indeed, and I appreciate it. So Savage54, change your name. Also, thank you for the kind words, Chief. And much appreciated, dude. Thank you for the analytics. Next one is from Aguila420. Absolutely change it. Be an adult. Don't put 420 in your name. Cool pod. The show is fun, informative, funny, and everything you would want from Call of Duty podcast. See you in the gulag. Beard Daddy Games. Now, my question is, which is worse? Aguila420 or Beard Daddy Games? And I simply don't know. They're both awful. However, thank you very much for the kind words, dude. And the 5 stars. I very much appreciate it. And of course, the analytics. And Beer Daddy's been in the Twitch chat too as well. So much appreciated. Thank you, buddy. By the way, we're doing a gameplay breakdown after this, so stick around. I see some people leaving. Stop it. Anyways, thank you, Beer Daddy. And then our last one from JP Harley. The title of this review is Woo, change it. You make my long commute to work enjoyable. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. JP Harley. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Once again, iTunes, rate us 5 stars. If you write a review with it, I will fucking read it on the broadcast as I just did. Might take a while, but I'll do it. So thank you very much, boys. The analytics help a lot. And what helps even more is going to the dropshot.com. It is our home for everything. The Dropshot. We've got links to fucking Discord, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok coming soon. And most importantly, Patreon. Patreon.com/thedropshot is where that link will take you. For $5 a month, you get 4 bonus EPs a month. For $10 a month, you get 5. And we also do, 4 bonus episodes or 5 bonus episodes a month. We do gameplay breakdowns, which we're about to do right now. For all of our patrons, we hang out every week on Fridays. Those are very fun. Sometimes we do custom Warzone matches. Sometimes we play fucking Scriblio. Apparently, Jackbox is really cool, by the way, Tanner. I was watching True Game Data stream, and he was like, yeah, we're going to do some Jackbox. It's really fun. And only one person
is that what
needs it.
somebody...
That's what Nick has. Nick Ken has.
Somebody else said that today, too, or they said a different game. I don't know. Either way, this week is customs, isn't it? This week is customs, but I want to try Jackbox now, because True Game Data said it. I'm like Tanner. I don't believe Nick, but I'll believe someone else. It's not that I didn't believe Nick, by the way. It's just I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, anyways, we do weekly hangouts with all of our patrons. They're very fun. And it's the best way to support us. And you get by far the most content out of it. So please, patreon.com/thedropshot. We're 100% funded by our dear and generous fans, many of whom are on Patreon. So if you have an extra $5 lying around and you want to support the program, the first thing to do is join the Patreon. Then if you want to do some dumb shit like sub to us on Twitch, you can do that. Give us money on PayPal, you can do that. Give us some bits on Twitch, you can do that.
send money on Cash App to $RAZINON, you can do that. But the first place you should go is Patreon because you get the most out of it, and so do we. So with that said, boys and girls, we're about to do another gameplay breakdown. So we will be signing off on this episode of the program. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a stupidly good evening. And as always, of course, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.